Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, mother effer. Your friendly neighborhood mastercast here. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's take a sip of coffee. It's way early for me. As a matter of fact, I woke up only about 40 minutes ago. Grabbed a quick shower, grabbed a quick bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios and my coffee, and here I am with you today because it is Vinegar Syndrome's final announcements of the year. That is correct. No more Vinegar Syndrome titles are coming out in 2023. That's it. This is the last. Well, technically in November they'll announce a few more surprise titles, like the 2 surprise titles, and then a couple of VSAs or whatever. But technically, in terms of months, this is it because November's already been announced for the pre-order. For the most part, most of Black Friday's been announced already. That is November. So sit back, relax. We're going to find out what that is in about 10 minutes, according to the clock on the wall. But check in with you. So you're doing. Check in with the chat as well. I will be flying solo today. Tony is busy with a new kitty cat, and I was going to be joined by TC, but he's off to the movies today. Priorities. I get it. Let me check in with everybody here, and then we will see. Actually, no. Let me bring the counter first, so I don't miss it, because I don't want to miss it. By the way, this was a very big weekend for me. My film, The Exorcist, Exorcists, I should say, was released in theaters on Friday. We had a big premiere. I did film it. I know Wet Movie was there. OGP was there. I don't know if OGP made a video, but I know Wet Movie did. I don't know when he'll put his up, but my premiere footage will be in the 5th and final installment of my behind the scenes for the movie, which I have not released because there's spoilers in it, and I'll wait a couple weeks until I've had a chance to see the movie, and I'll do it like this. We got 9 minutes, and then I will share all of that information on the last day footage and then the premiere stuff. We had a blast with everyone. Had a great time. I'm very, very happy with how the movie came out, and now I just hope people discover it. People give it a chance. That's really all there is to it. That's the hardest part about making a movie nowadays is there's way too many movies and not enough time. All right, let me check in with everybody here, see how everyone is going. Jaden, hello. Congrats on the big premiere. Thank you. Yeah, yes, I had a great suit on. I love that suit, and it's really only for special occasions. Movie Palace, what's up? Monster lineup this month. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know. Mother's Day is a rumor. It'd be an interesting choice, but that is movie says it'll be the month MC wishes he subscribed. I'll tell you what, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. And very quickly, I'll tell you why. Too many sales. Even Black Friday sales don't top all those pop-up sales, warehouse sales, subscriber weeks. Unless something I really, really want is going out of stock, then I'll on it. But there's too many sales. I'm not going to worry about subscribing again because I'll eventually get it at a good price. So that's unfortunately the truth. Holland is here. What's up, buddy? Mr. Bullet Blake, what's up, man? I hope you're well, pal. Let's see. City says if it's Mother's Day, the OP Anchor Blu-ray will still be fine for me. Yeah, I think it'll still be fine. I mean, look, that's a rough movie, and not in terms of material, but just in terms of how it's made. I don't think 4K is gonna make that shit look like, Avatar. So, if you have it, I think you're cool. You don't need to really upgrade. David Lash says, currently watching The Keep on Laserdisc as God intended. Yeah, The Keep is such a cool movie. The book is really good, too. I'm a big fan on the book. If you haven't read it. I'm blanking on the name of the guy. But let's see. Bloodnail, hello. Congrats on the movie's release. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Chip says congrats as well. Thank you, my friend. Eternal in the house. What's up, Eternal? Good to see you. John, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Forget VS. Can't wait to check out The Exorcist. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Brandon, Wayne Lewis. Happy Halloween. Yes, October 1st. Oh, my God. Love it. But if you're doing it right, every day's Halloween, right? I mean, come on. The shit behind me isn't there for fun. That's year-round, baby. If you're doing it right, every day is Halloween. Says very thoughtful of you to wait a few weeks with releasing the spoiler film behind the scenes. Yeah, absolutely. I almost released it the day of release, and I'm like, oh crap, we say a lot in this. I don't want to ruin the movie, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Nerd of the 80s. I love it. In a way, we're all nerds of the 80s. I love it. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Joe Jack says it won't be hard to top the Black Friday titles. Maybe update on the Black Friday titles. This is something I mean to do. I went back, and like I said, I'm 100% transparent and honest with you guys about everything I do. And everything I say, oh, that's not here anymore. So they kept it up. But I ended up this year. I ended up actually picking this. I kind of shit on it a little bit because at the end of the day, it pushes the box of diarrhea. But I've been on a box set kick, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe something that sells out, and then if I don't want it, I'm sure I can find somebody who would give it a good home. So I'm gonna give it a try, and if I have time, I'll do a box set review here on the channel. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'll at least turn it into some kind of YouTube entertainment for you guys. If it's my suffering, then you will enjoy my suffering, and it shall be delicious. But if I really love it, then I'm gonna go sloppy on this movie. So on this box set, I should say, 10 movies lost to time. It was worth $75 to give it a try. So I did eventually pick that up. I don't know if anybody else grabbed it, but we shall see. And I won't see that until December. Hopefully we'll get it before Christmas. I mean, hopefully they ship it. They're going to ship it to me before subscribers. So that's the good news. Chip would like Rabid Grannies on UHD. It's been a minute since I've seen that one. It's not a bad movie, from what I recall. Mother's Day would be epic. I mean, I think it's a good film. And as we've seen with their, good film in the trauma sense, pardon me, but we've seen some of their 4K upgrades, so it kind of makes sense. It kind of fits the mold in a way. Chris says, congratulations, I'll be purchasing the VOD. Will it get a physical release? I'm working on it. If you guys are having audio issues, let me see. Some people are having audio issues. Let me double check my audio settings here. Let's see. Hopefully that works. I didn't really do much, but I just want to make sure everything was good. Apologies. It is live, and it is through the internet. It is. Unfortunately, there's only so much I can do, but my signal is strong on my end. And I can't see anything else. Anyway, moving forward. Hopefully a physical release. We're working on it. A couple companies I'm reaching out to. Asylum doesn't necessarily do them anymore, physical releases, so we'll see what happens. But I would love to get that. Uncle Fister says, what crap will we get offered today? We will know in about 3 minutes. Let's see. Guillermo says, hey, MC, Halloween month, hoping for some nice VS releases. I hope so as well. We shall see. Comet and cult film. I left VS Wasteland for imprint a long time ago. Oh, it's Philip. Hey, Philip. What's up, man? JJ, what's up? Hot turds coming up. We shall see what happens. Open the buffet. We shall see. Maybe they'll surprise us with October. Fingers crossed. It's gonna be good. Midlife says calling Mother's Day. Well, we shall see. You know what? It's so funny. Everybody on the forums and stuff was like, oh man, what's gonna be the secret UHD for Black Friday? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be amazing. And it was like, oh, it's gonna be Cronenberg's Existence, which, by the way, is one of my favorite Cronenberg movies. Fucking great movie. It's not gonna, or Mimic, Guillermo del Toro's Mimic. Guys, this is Vinegar Syndrome. It's not gonna be Guillermo del Toro. You're not gonna get Cronenberg. It's not gonna be that. We should stop getting our hopes up, guys, and we learn our lessons. It's not gonna be that. I mean, Prophecy. Come on, it's gonna be Dracula 2000. You know, it's gonna be an 8K of whatever the third. I know he did last summer movie is. You're not gonna get Del Toro or Cronenberg. They would have shit the bed with that in the announcement. Hey, guess what's coming? A Guillermo Del Toro movie. There's no way they would have hid that. No way they would have hid that. They would have hid Fatal Games over that. There's no way it's gonna be that. My good friend Bullet Blake says if it gets a physical release, I'll grab it if there's a slip. Wow. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that very much. Stan says you should be wearing the gold crown and glasses. I would, but they're not prescription, so I mean it's a little hard. It's a little hard to do that. I'm gonna check my cord here real quick before we get going. Sorry, guys. Oh, cords are in fine. So I'm sorry if you guys are having audio issues. It's nothing I can do. Existence rules. No, David will never be on VS. I can't imagine. Dude. I mean, Criterion, yes, absolutely. I would expect that. Okay, 4 seconds. Here we go. And I'm gonna wait a second to refresh because that's how the way it goes. Okay. Still nothing. And let me go wider here. To get rid of Daryl. Oh, no, it's still there. Okay, it is Mother's Day. Look at that. Blood sucking. Wow, 2 of them. Wow. This is absolutely the craziest announcement of the year. I'm in shock. I just saw something that's kind of weird. I'll bring up in a moment, but this is the craziest announcement of the year for me. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. A 4K of blood-sucking freaks. Did we run out of options? Well, first of all, look at this movie. I mean, this is, I'm guessing these are stills from the 4K. I mean, it is a rough-looking movie. I believe it's 16. I mean, it's grainy as ass. A 4K of blood-sucking freaks. Not a fan of the artwork. This artwork is a little odd. Feels unfinished. Yeah, I don't love the artwork. I'm not a fan of just putting text on the slip. C, the flesh-eating cannibal women, the iron tourniquet that screws your brain, the strange brain surgery, the sickness that will make you wretch, the living dartboard, the orgy of the screaming virgins. Wow. Okay. First impressions. Let me hear from the chat. What the heck is going on? Oh, first of all, Robert, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. For the £5, we need more Jalos. I'm sure they're coming, man. They're coming. Just hold on. They're not gonna run out. Jalos. There's plenty of those. Let's see. Blood-sucking freaks. Bullet Blake's into it. All right. What the fuck? Okay, well, let's talk about this real quick. What does this mean? Ships following our Black Friday sale. So are you telling me that if I pre-order this in October, I'm not getting this until January? Think of it this way. If you didn't pre-order, Maybe I'm misreading that, and let's walk through it together. That's why this is live, and you guys can chime in. But the way it reads to me right now, it ships following the Black Friday sale. Now, if you didn't pre-order your Black Friday sale title, like, look, I still don't have my warehouse sale stuff, whatever that month was. I still don't have it. I have a shipping label. It's not here yet, and we're in October. So technically, if I hadn't gotten that box set, I probably wouldn't have gotten my Black Friday stuff till January. So you're telling me that I'm not going to get this until January, maybe February? That doesn't make sense. Wow, that's like Saturn shipping. That's odd. Maybe I'm misreading that, or maybe that's a typo. But because they have to wait till they ship every Black Friday item. Is that what they all say? That's kind of fucked. Hold on a second. Let me go back. This is all 4K. Wow, Mark of the Devil, 4K. This is a great movie. Fantastic fucking movie. Okay, no, it looks like this one's good to go. Ships later this month for this one. Okay. This one's fucking good to go. Love it. Okay. Mother's Day, ships later this month. Okay, we're good to go there. And we'll read all these in a minute. I'm just quickly going through this. And then we got our VSA's Magic Crystal, which we all sort of thought that's where it was going. Richard Norton. Never seen it. Everything but the kitchen sink. Wang Jing, cool. Okay. Hey, wait, what? It says Rabid Grannies, but I don't see it. Do I need to refresh again? Did I miss another one? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna refresh one more time. What the fuck? Holy shit! Wait, was this like a super trauma month? What the hell? So we got Rabid Grannies here as well. It's pretty much everything that everyone said was coming out. All right, great. This ships later this month as well. Yikes! Look at that. Wow. 2 versions of the film. Interesting. Is it 2 versions of the film? Yeah, the 88-minute cuts on here as well. Okay, great. All right. Let's look at partners real quick, and then we'll come back. Interesting month. Interesting choices. Mark of the Devil is definitely something I will be picking up. I love that movie. Holy shit. Chip's gonna pick up the bundle. Nice. Blue Black says shipping estimate is ridiculous. Yeah, that's really odd. It's really, really odd. Trauma month. Yep. Blue Black says Magic Crystal is the winner for the month. Stoked for it. Had you seen it before? I'd only heard about it, but I'd never seen it. Jeremy is happy with Mark of the Devil from Arrow, but will definitely be picking up Bloodsucking Freaks. There you go. Amaranth says Mother's Day is an all-time favorite. So happy right now. Tony says not a bad October. Hey Tony, I hope you're well, man. Yes, it's definitely an interesting month. Definitely, at least it's movies we've all heard of. That's a plus. For the most part, that we have some, appreciation of. Okay, Son of a Turtle's Dingus. I love this movie, but I have the original unslipped version. Can I just buy the slip? No. I have the original unslipped version of this movie. It is weird as shit. I love it, but I'm not just buying it for the slip. I'm not buying it again, but I do recommend it. Let's see how much new stuff do we have here. We end on The Taking, I believe. Okay, The Taking, Squaring the Circle, Psycho Pulse Film Festival, Pretending I'm a Superman, the Tony Hawk video game story. I think they know that the video game stuff sells really well, so they're putting out a lot of that. I don't know how many Tony Hawk fans we have at VS, but I assume this will sell out pretty quickly. 26 Buckaroos. Dark Star, Larry Clark's Mafia Girl 1 and 2. I'm not familiar with that one. The Film Desk. Isn't this a book? I know there was a book with that called the film. Oh, a film by, oh my god, Alain Renard. Ooh, this is tickling my fancy. Ooh, I'll take a look at this in a minute. That's interesting to me. You're right, Slaughter. Plus Halloween horrors. That could be junky fun. In of the Damned, I was not a big fan of, but it's a double feature with Night of Fear. Gosh, is Night of Fear the? Well, we'll look at it. I don't want to get it mixed up. And then Cat City. I love Death Crocodile, but I usually pass on their animations. For the most part, I wouldn't call it Pied Piper animation necessarily, but I'm not a fan of the animation they choose. Yeah, we'll read it. We'll go into detail. I won't read everything, but I'll read the ones I'm interested in. 95 people watching. Drop a thumbs up, please. That certainly helps. David says, video game plus slip equals easy cash grab. I guess so. Okay. Bullet Blake says, that doc was actually really good. Former skater boy here. Okay. There you go. Griff says, the Golden Eye was dry and boring. I didn't watch it, but it certainly sold very well. So I guess at the end of the day, that's all you can really say. Let's see. Jeremy says, I already have Mother's Day from 88 Films. Won't be upgrading, but overall, great month. Yeah, not much to really, no, this is a solid ass month. I mean, yes, I forget who mentioned it, but I wouldn't be upset if I was a subscriber this month. Oh, fucking hell. Is this a headless horsewoman shirt? I gotta get this. I made a headless horseman shirt. A movie, I should say. Oh, wait. Well, she's got her pubes out. I can't really wear that. I can't really wear that around town. Damn it! Cover her pubes, and then I can buy it. I can't wear this. I'm a father. I can't wear this, but that's fucking great, though. I do love that. There should be a censored version for people with children. I would buy the shit out of that. I can't be wearing exposed pubes. Okay. That's a cool poster. That's fucking cool, man. I do like that. I do like that quite a bit. We do have another distrib pics we'll look at in a moment, but I think that's an adult film, which is interesting that it's here, but I may be mistaken. Oh, we got here. The music of Carlo Maria Cordio. I'm not familiar with his music, but there's an LP for a muck train. That's interesting. And a VHS for, I bet that's gone. Oh, it will be gone. Gosh, guys, who is buying these? Well, if you got the money and you enjoy it, go to it. And then we've got a Metal Devil Vinegar Syndrome shirt. Interesting. I definitely like the horsewoman one better. Oh, and Night Train to Terror, a movie that's out of print, gets a T-shirt. All right then. Anything on the back? It's not terrible. I wouldn't. If you just show me that picture, I wouldn't 100% say, "Oh, that's Night Train." And I've probably seen it more than most people. Twice. Most people see that movie once. We're done. Okay, this is the last thing that's new. Michael Finley's Flesh trilogy feels like a Melusine situation. It also feels like an Agfa situation, but I'm curious why that's on the site, because I thought they had to stop. It totally feels. Oh, it's Melusine. Why is this here? Interesting. Did it bleed over by accident? By the way, did they announce more movies than we were supposed to get? Did they leak a Black Friday title by accident? Mondo says, why wouldn't they announce these for Black Friday? I don't know. Hopefully they have something better. I don't know. David says, VS needs to back off the pubes on their gear. You know. I don't know. I would 100% buy the shit out of it if I didn't have little kids. Why is that woman naked, Dad? Oh, well, you see, she represents a company that puts out shitty films, and yeah, no. I'm good. I can live without it. Okay, let's take a look at this first time because I'm quite. Well, let's do the whole thing because I'm quite intrigued by these and why they're not on the sexy site. Few filmmakers were more closely associated with the darkest, grimiest, and most shocking side of 1960s sexploitation than notorious auteur Michael Finley, the ultimate degenerate. Apparently, that's what people knew him as. Unless that's a movie he made, I'm not sure. And no films better personify his uniquely twisted approach to the genre than the infamous Flesh trilogy. In the first entry in the trilogy, The Touch of Her Flesh, Finley himself stars as Richard Jennings. The classic Richard Jennings. Happily married to the beautiful Claudia. Angelique Pettyjohn. Richard leaves for a business trip only to return to discover Claudia in bed with her lover. Panic-stricken, Richard staggers to the street and is hit by a car, losing an eye and gaining a limp as a result. Scorned and vengeful, Richard adopts a new identity and begins a murderous rampage against all women he deems immoral. That doesn't sound too bad. These all sound like Doris Wishman type movies. In The Curse of Her Flesh, the middle entry of the trilogy, Finley returns as the bloodthirsty and eye-patched... so it's an actual trilogy. Interesting. Eye-patched Richard Jennings, continuing his quest to rid the world of sex-crazed females. Richard ups the ante and body count, devising an array of increasingly gruesome methods of dispatching his victims, all while planning the ultimate revenge against his wife's lover, Steve. In the final installment, The Kiss of Her Flesh, Richard has lost what little sanity he had left, instead putting all emphasis on seeking out and brutally slaying any and every woman who crosses his path. However, this time he might have met his match, as his deceased wife's sister Maria is hell-bent on putting an end to Richard's orgiastic rampage. That sounds great. I'm actually kind of excited for that. I'm a big Doris Wishman person, so this sounds like absolutely right up my alley. It's interesting that it's a VS regular release and not a partner thing because it's Distro Pigs. But you do get a 40-page booklet, which is incredible. And then you get 2 discs, a commentary, feature-length commentary on Touch of Her Flesh, and a feature-length commentary on the other. Also, a commentary on every movie by Heather Drain. Oh, fantastic. Oh, my God. This is awesome. Dude, this is great. I'm very excited for this. But again, this speaks to me. This is kind of one of those things that really speaks to the kind of cinema I love. I love black and white. I love the black and white exploitation stuff. And it's an actual trilogy. This is the exploitation Star Wars, man. I'm in. I'm getting it. I'm getting that. Who else is getting the Flesh trilogy? How much is that right now? And is it selling out? Over 2,000. 4,000 units. I'll wait for a sale. That ain't going nowhere. I'm going to hang on to that. Hang on to that for a little bit. Okay, Code B-Man says, bought the poster, pretending I'm Superman Doc and Cat City. All right. Flush is also on their porn site. Okay, and we'll check that out too. I don't necessarily worry too much that YouTube will be crazy. We'll take a quick peek over there. Meet the Rapists? Oh no. It is called Meet the Rapists. No, that's the tagline. Okay, let's call it Women's Liberation. All right. We'll leave it there. Okay. Okie. Bullet Blake had to get the shirt, snagged up 5 partner label releases and the shirt. Great month. What partner titles did you get, man? Unless you want to keep it a surprise for your unboxing, and at least just spill the beans on one. Okay, let's look at this lovely package of Trauma Month here. Well, first of all, we'll start with the non-Trauma title, Mark of the Devil. I have great memories of this film. I had the Anchor Bay release. Awesome movie. Just really, really well made movie, and genuinely a movie that I think would benefit from a 4K. Great slip. Wait, how many slip covers does it have? Okay, that's 1, 2, Oh, it's just one of those slip box things? I'm seeing a lot of slipcover art. I'm guessing it's a slip box thing. Okay. Mark of the Devil, incredible. It's a, Torquemada, Spanish Inquisition type movie. This fucking guy, George Nalder? Nalder? That's his name. Incredible face. He has an incredible look. A young Udo Kier here. Look at this guy. I mean, look at this guy. It's a handsome Udo Kier. Now you see him now, and he's like a creepy dude. But look, you can see how he definitely this guy, man. He had a great look. This whole movie is full of really incredible actors and just incredible performances overall. And some pretty nasty stuff. The tongue scene is pretty nasty. It came with a barf bag, if I remember correctly. The version I had came with a barf bag. I remember that. That's the first barf bag I ever got as a package extra. Incredible. Absolutely would benefit from a 4K. I'm very excited for this, but I'll wait for a subscriber sale because I doubt it'll move 7,000 units before it sells out. We'll go right here. Let's go right there. Yeah. In the midst of the European witch trials, a small Austrian town is subject to the sadistic whims of self-appointed witch finder Albino, who inflicts torture and agonizing death on those who he accuses of conspiracy with the devil. But when the zealous Lord Cumberland arrives, along with his executioner and aristocratic young attendant Christian, to take over the responsibility of local witch hunting, the town is plunged into even greater depths of terror and depravity as he metes out ever more brutal tortures on the populace, all in the name of God. As Lord Cumberland's maniacal practices reach a fever pitch, and Christian's would-be love interest Vanessa ends up as his latest target, Christian is thrown into a crisis of faith as the perilous edge of violence draws ever closer. The result is an intensely troubled production, which saw British writer director Michael Armstrong virtually at war with producer and famed Austrian actor Adrian Hoven. Mark of the Devil became an immediate international hit, generating equal parts acclaim and condemnation, with the film being banned in the UK, which I guess isn't anything new. Restored in 4K from the original 35 negative, so you know it's going to look amazing, or at least close to amazing. Reggie Nalder, fucking amazing actor, that guy. Obviously Herbert Long goes without saying. Look at this. This is exciting. Region A Blu-rays, so keep that in mind. A commentary track with the director. New interview with Udo Kier. That's great. Brief guide to screenplays of Michael Armstrong by Dr. Adrian Smith. Documentary from 2014 on New Wave British horror filmmakers. Oh, that's fun. Now they're calling featurettes documentaries. I forget what I was watching, but it said it's a documentary on a director, and it was like 16 minutes long. I'm like, don't call that a documentary. That is a short subject or a featurette. So yeah, so keep that. It may not be, unless it says feature. I wouldn't necessarily call that a documentary, a featurette. Just semantics, but that's how I feel about it. Great movie, absolutely great movie, and maybe we'll watch the trailer if you guys are interested. But I'll need to super chat, or you guys will need to super chat to sort of circumvent YouTube and limiting me, because that's how YouTube works nowadays. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Mother's Day 4K. Well, the image, a lot of people were right on the money. This is the bracelet of one of the sons. Solid little film, actually. Directed by Lloyd's brother, right? Yeah, Charles Kaufman. I'm nothing bad to say about it. It's a great movie. Great. 7,000 units every year. Former college roommates Jackie, Abby, and Trina take turns organizing a mystery getaway for the three of them. This year it's Jackie's turn, and she's chosen a weekend of camping in New Jersey's Deep Barrens. Is that how you pronounce it? I thought Barrens was spelled differently, but anyway. Despite ominous warnings from a local shopkeeper, the young women set off into the wilderness with high spirits, and it's not long before they're skinny dipping in the nearby lake and generally making the most of the great outdoors, blissfully unaware that they're being watched. As the friends settle in for the night, they're suddenly attacked by a pair of sadistic brothers, Ike and Adley, who drag them in their sleeping bags back to their dilapidated house in the middle of the woods to meet a mother who turns out to be even more sick and twisted than they are. Subjected to violence, torture, and assault beyond their worst nightmares, the women are forced to channel their inner savages in a desperate bid to fight back against these backwoods degenerates. I mean, you've seen it before. It's creepy people in the woods kind of a thing. Restored from the 35 neg. That's great. That'll definitely look pretty solid. We got a region free set here, region free blue, with commentary track from Charles Kaufman. Interviews with the cast and the producer. I'm sure Lloyd's on here. Director Charles Kaufman, interviewed by Lloyd Kaufman. That's fun. That'd be fun to see. Charles Kaufman and Darren Bousman talk Mother's Day, because Darren Lynn Bousman, the guy behind Saw 2, 3, and 4, right? And Spiral, did the remake, which actually is pretty decent, with Rebecca De Mornay. I actually really liked it. Eli Roth has a thing here talking about Mother's Day. The movie has a lot of fans. It's a solid little movie. If you haven't seen it, I don't think you'll hate it. But it's definitely, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Don't Go in the Woods type of thing. This guy totally reminds me of somebody out of Cannibal Campout. If you've seen that movie, you know what I mean. It looks pretty good. Love this lady. God, she's great. The mom in this is so good. Yeah, cool, man. Great. A great announcement. Actually, probably the best month they've ever had, to be honest, for this year. Yeah. Hey, man. I give praise when praise is due. Absolutely. Nothing to really complain about this month. I'm pretty impressed. With this, to be honest. Code B-Man says, I'm 3 months behind on my VS movies, so I need to start watching them. Well, that's the catch. You got to catch up on this. You got to watch this shit after a while. Amazing lineup. As a subscriber, I'm satisfied. That message you saw in Bloodsucking Freaks is no longer there. Oh, okay. So it was a blooper. It's ships later this month. Oof, thank God. Okay, I was like, that's fucking strange. Okay, good. That makes more sense. Great. Well, then, most of you may be able to get this in time for Halloween. I know if I ordered anything, I wouldn't get it till November. So I'm paying full price for anything, unless I feel it's going to disappear. Most people know this movie, but let's talk about it anyway. Sardu, with the help of his dwarf servant Ralphus, operates New York's most controversial theater, Sardu's Theater of the Macabre, where each performance is an expertly staged display of gruesome acts of torture. Divisive as his take on entertainment might be, arrogant theater critic Creasy Silo, Silo, I should say, is having none of it and makes it his mission to put an end to Sardu's grisly dramas. However, what audiences and critics alike do not realize is that each of these shocking shows is completely real, with innocent, nude women being maimed and murdered live on stage. When Sardu sets his eyes on beautiful ballerina Natasha, he's immediately smitten and determines that she must star in his next production, whether she wants to or not, and that her stage partner will be none other than Creasy Silo. I forget how you pronounce it. A foundational film in establishing legendary genre cinema distributor Trauma Entertainment, Joel M. Reed's masterpiece of gore-fueled debauchery, Bloodsucking Freaks, remains one of the most notorious, disgusting, shocking, perverse, and outrageously funny cult horror films to emerge from the sick and twisted 70s. Absolutely insane film. It doesn't say. Vinegar is thrilled to present the World 4K debut from the fully uncut version. Oh, okay. Exclusively restored from the best surviving elements. So it ain't gonna look amazing. Just be prepared for that. It'll look as good as it's gonna look, considering. Region free set. Lovely. brand new commentary with the guy who wrote the book on Joel and Reed. Archival commentary from Eli Roth. Interesting. A featurette about the Trimathon 2023 screening. A live commentary from a 2009 screening. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, it's not live anymore, but I guess it was live at the time. I mean, I guess all commentaries are live. It doesn't matter. Cinema Wasteland hotel room interview. Hotel, well, that's a weird way to describe it, but yeah, cool. And a whole bunch of archival stuff. Man, great. Gross movie, but on 4K. I mean, this is probably the weirdest 4K release of the year, but I can see this selling very, very, very well. Out of all of these, I see Bloodsucking Freaks probably selling out the fastest. But I guess time will tell. Let's see. Ryan says, 9 releases I want this month. This is more than the entire year combined. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a good month. It is a good month. Justin says, it's going to get Magic Crystal. It looks bonkers and has Cynthia and Richard. Yeah, I feel like they always make movies together. Richard is he appears in so many movies. It's kind of shocking, which is great. But I feel like whenever he pops up in something, I'm like, oh, man, this guy gets around. Code B-Man, thank you so much. The $20 super sticker. Well, you've unlocked trailers, my friend. What do you want to watch? Pick a trailer, and I will I'll download it over here on my end. I've got to go to the Vinegar Syndrome YouTube, which for some reason hasn't been taken down. You know, compared to for Saturn. Oh, there's a full lineup trailer, which is maybe I'll do the full lineup trailer, and then you tell me which individual ones you'd like to do. That might be easier to. Yeah, let's do the full lineup trailer. Let me grab that. Give me 1 second while I pull up all this kind of stuff here. And this gives you a good overview of everything. Of course, they're going to show you the best bits because that's what a trailer is supposed to do. While that's in the works, let's take a look at Rabid Grannies, which is, from what I recall, a pretty fun movie. It's been a minute, like I said. Let me make sure I grab the original trailer and not. Okay, because I was downloading music before. Okay, so that's in the works. Okay, Rabid Grannies. Limited edition lenticular slipcover. Oh, that's going to sell really well. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yes. Oh, love it. Very cool. Rabid Grannies. Again, super grainy. Oh, look at that thing. You love those shots. Oh, my God. I've seen this a while. I gotta check the vault. I don't know if I own this or not, but I'm definitely gonna be rewatching this, and I'll throw up a review on my Letterboxd if I can find it or not. But maybe it's on Tubi. Maybe we'll check Tubi. If anybody watching right now can go check Tubi real quick, let me know if any of these are on Tubi for TVYB. That'd be great, so we can let people know who may or may not be interested. Elizabeth and Victoria Remington are 2 sweet elderly ladies who are looking forward to celebrating their shared birthday with their family at their enormous country mansion. Little do they realize that their obnoxious relatives, which includes a freeloading playboy, an unscrupulous arms dealer, a brash condom manufacturer, and a terse lesbian magazine editor, are only interested in keeping in their ounce of good graces in their hopes of inheriting their vast wealth. The festivities are not long underway when a strange and sinister woman appears at the gates to deliver an unexpected message from an estranged member of the family. A mysterious engraved wooden box, which, when opened, instantly transforms the 2 old dears into ravenous, flesh-hungry hags. The terrified partygoers scattered throughout the mansion as one by one they meet a fittingly gruesome end at the clawed hands of the ghoulish geriatrics. I mean, they could have also called it Ghoulish Geriatrics. That's a title right there. How fun. Gosh, I'm so excited. The Flemish answer to the early splatter films of Peter Jackson. Fantastic. That's all you need to tell me. Newly restored in 4K from the original 35, appearing in its longest version ever released in the US, including a feature-length documentary about the history of Flemish horror. Now that's intriguing to me. I don't know anything about Flemish horror, so that's quite interesting. Forgotten scares, an in-depth look at Flemish horror. Fantastic! What a package! Holy shit! Are you sure? Am I on the right website? Is this Vinegar Syndrome right now? This is a good month, man. Commentary track, the story continues. Brand new interview with a producer whose name I don't want to butcher. And interview with the editor. Interview with Lloyd Kaufman. And then an archival making of documentary, as well as the 88-minute cut sourced from tape. So keep that in mind. But you'll have that 88-minute cut. 96 minutes is the longest cut. That's great. Oh man, that's so fun. That's some good old-fashioned fun right there. Joe Jack says, "Great month. VS came through." Code Beeman says, "Doesn't matter. Pick whatever you want." Okay. All right, so I'll show the. Let me show the title, the Vinegar Syndrome month trailer, which I'm glad that they're putting this shit up.
Now, are you planning to cut short your dancing career?
It's playing a little janky on my side. I don't know why. Hold on 1 second. Make sure it still buffer or whatever. Here we go.
Now, are you planning to cut short your dancing career?
You little whore.
Pinpin's been kidnapped. If he's hurt, you're responsible.
Sure. Sex and sadism might be the new thing. I don't know.
Stop that witch! I accuse you of having trampled on the cross, of having ridden to the Sabbath, of thrown the holy cross of our Savior.
Backwoods, perverted piece of shit!
I know before God that I am innocent. I stand before the Savior. He and the Blessed Mary. I'm innocent!
What was it Kubrick said? The manipulation of light and color produces an illusion of profound intensity.
Keep your eyes on these weirdos.
Rise and shine, boys! Rise and shine!
Did that play janky for anybody else? It was a little stuttery on my end. I don't know what the fuck, man. Oh man. Anyway, I hope you guys were able to watch that. Okay. Kresha says getting the bundle. Nice. Absolutely. I think I don't think that's a waste of your money. I think you're gonna get some good stuff. Gorgo selling well. 700 left. I'm glad I grabbed my Gorgo. I'm glad. Gorgo's good stuff. Gorgo is a fun little movie. I don't have it yet, but it's a good movie. Alex says VS and Criterion carrying the month of October. Yeah. Oh man, we're getting Freaks and is it the Uncanny? Is that what's on there? Yeah, the Browning box set technically. I'm looking forward to that very much. Magic Crystal VSA. Let's take a look at this quickly. First of all, let me look at the images because I think you can tell a lot from just that. The VSA is just all over the place at this point. Now we're releasing movies from different countries. It's definitely lost its flavor. And I honestly feel like the VSLs have lost their flavor too. Oh my fucking god, that's a hell of a move. Look at that. Damn, look at this guy. I always love to do my stretches next to soda cans. I don't know much about this, but I love that they team up. Andy Lau's awesome. Cynthia's awesome. And Richard Norton's a good guy. Let me see here. Sorry, I had to cough there. Andy Lau and his comic sidekick Pancho are freelance special agents who are called in by the Hong Kong Police Department when they have a mission that needs to be kept off the books. One day, Andy receives a letter from a former colleague in need of help, and together with Pancho, which is a very Chinese name, and Andy's young nephew Bin Bin, they head to Greece on a secret mission masquerading as a vacation. After Andy's colleague is killed, Bin Bin accidentally ends up with a suitcase that contains a magical talking... the talking part's a little goofball, but whatever. Magical talking crystal. Soon, a group of KGB agents led by... it's the wrong spelling there. Led by the sadistic Karov are after Andy and his family in an attempt to retrieve this mysterious artifact. With the help of 2 Interpol agents, Andy must stop the KGB and uncover the secret behind the magic crystal before it's too late. Seems a little... I don't know. I'll have to watch it. I'm surely not going to be jumping on this immediately. Potentially at all, but let's see what it... Let's get a little more detail here. Best described as an everything but the kitchen sink Hong Kong actioner, directed by the always outrageous Wang Jing. Wang Jing makes fun movies, featuring elements of sci-fi, adventure, comedy, and of course, kung fu. Magic Crystal remains one of the most unique martial arts movies of the 80s due to its blending of genre elements combined with some truly impressive martial arts. Of course, Andy Lau's in it, which is... Andy Lau is kind of like the Richard Norton of China. He's in everything. Vinegar... When I get Richard Norton, is the Richard Norton of China. But anyway, VSA is proud to present Magic Crystal from the original camera negative, complete with all the martial arts mayhem one could ask for, including a show-stopping fight between Cynthia and Richard Norton. 95 minutes, Region A. Exclusive commentary track by Frank and Rick. Awesome, I love those guys. A brand new interview with Cynthia Rothrock and an interview with Bin Bin. Oh my God, it got an interview with Bin Bin. Then a 16-page booklet with an essay by Erica Schultz. Yeah. And of course, the typical poster and all that good stuff. Intriguing. I would say I'm intrigued and I want to watch it, but I don't know that I'll be jumping all over it. Let's see. Justin says the Browning set and 4K Videodrome have me excited. Absolutely. Why wouldn't it? Some good ass shit. I think overall this is a solid month. Even the Flesh trilogy is something I'm interested in getting. A good package, $170, and you get all this solid stuff. And I just keep an eye on it because a lot of this stuff you get 3 4Ks this month. One that shocks the shit out of me. Oh my God, Bloodsucking Freaks in 4K. That still blows my mind. Overall, a really solid package. I think subscribers should be very happy. And I'm hoping they top this for the Black Friday secret titles because it's be hard for them to outdo themselves with this month. It's pretty solid. Classic Vinegar Syndrome is what I would say. Okie dokie. Yellow Veil Pictures presents Ash Call, the Tunisian Investigation. I'm guessing this is a newer film. Interesting artwork. I'm not exactly sure what this is about, but I'm intrigued. Okay, let's see. Set amongst derelict, half-finished apartment complexes of a former regime, the discovery of a mysterious burnt body by 2 police officers reveals a puzzling repetition of events. As the investigation progresses, a network of violence and corruption is uncovered throughout the city. It doesn't really tell me much about the movie, but it is doesn't say where it's from. It's Arabic and French. I'm not sure. I guess Tunisia. I'm guessing Tunisia on that one. Interesting. If anyone's seen it, let me know. If anyone grabbed it, let me know. The group says, I wonder why they didn't do 4K on Rabid Grannies. I have no idea. I think they should have just done a clean sweep. Maybe they just didn't. Maybe it just didn't look good. Justin says, best month VS has had in a while. I absolutely agree with that. Altered Innocence presents Astrakhan. Intriguing slipcover here. Astrakhan. Okay. Don't know anything about it. When Samuel, a young orphan, is sent to live with foster parents Marine Clement, he is gradually forced to face the demons that exist both internally and within his new family. Swept up in the motions of coming of age for the very first time, falling in love with the girl next door, exploring hobbies, and indulging in childhood passions, he also begins to learn the secrets his foster family are keeping, leading him to question everything around him. As these questions emerge, Samuel is pushed in and out of crippling anguish, bridging a harsh gap between dense realism and feverish fantasy that leads to a stunning and transcendent final act. Well, I kind of can guess where the movie ends, and that sounds very depressing. I don't know anything about it, but certainly sounds like it might be an interesting film for Altered Innocence fans. Cat City is a movie about cats from Hungary. Unflappable and unstoppable mouse secret agent Nick Grabowski, with his deadpan voice, baggy pants, and a big G on his shirt, goes up against the criminal cat gang run by the sinister metalpod Mr. Teufel. And Hungarian director Bela Ternovsky's surreal animated sci-fi treasure set in the year 80 AMM after Mickey Mouse on Planet X, where cats and rats have banded together to eliminate mice. The film features a show-stopping series of musical numbers, including a deranged Euro disco song, Just Purr With Me, Touch Me With Tender Paws, and a bizarre chorus of Mexican vampire bats named Los Vampiros, who inhabit an ancient Mayan temple. A cross between Don Bluth-style animation and British TV series Danger Mouse. I certainly feel the Danger Mouse. Cat City has long been a beloved cult favorite in Eastern Europe. It's new to me. I'm not familiar with it, but for those of you who are interested, this is definitely an intriguing package. Region A, a commentary track, essays. I'm guessing you'll get a book with this if it just says essay, but it doesn't say booklet, from what I can see. New video interviews, and looks like a couple of short films, as well as some interviews and a video essay. Fantastic. I hope people enjoy it. I'll wait for reviews on that one. East End Hustle. I love this artwork here. This looks like again, I'm blanking on her name. Clueless. The girl from Clueless. But I haven't liked anything from Canadian International Pictures. What does the movie look like? Let me see here. I haven't been a fan of the Canadian International Pictures releases in general, just personally. Cindy was a hooker trapped in the East End hustle. Now she's getting revenge on those who treated her like dirt. Cindy is outraged by the sadism of her pimp boyfriend Dan, So she turns her back on him and her seedy profession. As he attempts to lure her back, she doubles down on her rebellion by liberating new recruit Marianne and giving safe haven to several of Dan's most prized employees, crippling his business. As this gang of frustrated sex workers waits for the dust to settle, Dan grows incensed, escalating the dispute into a full-blown war, leaning into his mafia connections and the insatiable appetite for violence. Dan orders vicious retaliation, but Cindy has some vengeful tricks up her sleeve. Sounds like a lot of fun. It looks like, brought to American screens by another Troma release. Interesting. I wonder if he put it on disc. I'm not sure about that, but has the Unblinking Revenge saga anticipates future genre staples like Miss 45 and Ladies Club. Synth-laden score by screenwriter Len Blum. Oh, he was a musician too? Interesting. I like that. 4K Region A audio commentary featuring Paul Kurup from Conexploitation.com. Whole bunch of interviews. And Lloyd Kaufman on the Canadian Connection. And the releasing of the movie as well as a booklet. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. But I've been burned by the Canadian releases before, so I think I'm just gonna. Hey, they're here. I did like Rainbow Boys. Hey, I did. Rainbow Boys was an incredible film, and one I highly recommend. I may give this a shot. But I wasn't a fan of. Wait, let me go back. Hold on. Since you're here, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Hold on. I'll tell you the one I was a little... Gina. It's a little let down by Gina, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was a little let down by Gina. But I did like Rainbow Boys. I didn't love Amityville Curse. Minefield was good, but... personally, I didn't need to own it. It was okay. Minefield, I think it wasn't the movie I expected it to be. But Rainbow Boys was good. Gina was a little let down by. But that's just my opinion on that. Let's go back to... Wait, where are they? Okay, it's God Monster I talked about. Not a great movie by any... I mean, look at this thing. Look at this. It's terrible. Awful. But I love it. Nobody on set was like, this is the greatest monster ever made. This came on set, they're like, Jesus, are you kidding? Well, we got to shoot it. There's nothing else. We got nothing else. We got to shoot it. I love that kind of... I kind of appreciate that kind of filmmaking. It's a giant mutant sheep monster that attacks people at a party. It's a great movie. If you like something weird, Agfa junk, you're gonna really, really enjoy this movie. I had a good time with it. You get a short film. You get 2 short films. No, 3. I'll take that back. 3 short films and an extra movie, The Legend of Bigfoot, which I still haven't seen yet. But I'm not buying this again for the slip. We'll not be buying that again for this one. Harper's Comet. Happer's Comet. These are all fairly new movies, right? Yeah. It's a month of fairly new films. A film by Tyler Taormina. Ooh, very, very dark. I kind of like the aesthetic behind that. Oh, I kind of really like that. I love a shadowy movie. Don't know anything about it? Let's read about it. Okay, following his acclaimed debut, Ham on Rye, which is another release, I believe, by the same label. Tyler Taormina's hypnotic follow-up is a midnight mosaic that reveals a suburban town steeped in alienation. It's the middle of the night, but things are far from quiet. As the camera peers into the late-night happenings of various residents, we witness a number of them quietly escape into the dark on rollerblades. Drawing on 1960s European art cinema and 1990s kids' TV in equal measure, Happer's Comet presents striking individual vignettes that unfurl like a collective dream. Mesmerizing and meditative, the film solidifies Taormina's gift for transforming everyday banality into uncanny cinema. They have a way of describing these movies. It doesn't really give much away, but I'm intrigued enough. Short film, a booklet with essays, and I guess that's it, but it's region free. 62 minutes? That's not a feature. Over 70 in my book is a feature. Film festivals, no, that doesn't count. 70 minutes is a feature. So this is a short film, but you're paying full movie price for it. Keep that in mind. It might be an amazing film, regardless of the running time, but I don't know it. I am curious if it's, if it's anywhere to buy, because Joe Jack says Ernie Game and Hitman documentary both rock. Hey, there you go. I am curious if there's options to watch any of these. They're not going to be on Tubi. Happers is probably on Amazon. I don't know about East End Hustle, but if there's any way to rent it on Amazon or something, I'd love to check it out. Oh fuck! Wait a minute. How did I miss this? This is their first 4K. I just noticed that. I'm okay. I'm gonna go back because I don't want to speak out of turn, but I believe this is their first 4K. Oh, that's certainly something to be celebrated. I'm gonna go to the labels because this is it is. Holy shit! Hey, well, congratulations, California. Yeah, I'm sorry, California. Canadian International Pictures. Sorry, like I said, it's early. Canadian International Pictures releasing their first 4K. That's why the price hike. I noted the price hike in my mind, but I didn't know why. Hey, that's awesome. Fantastic. Congratulations on that. Then I guess it behooves a 4K upgrade. They definitely have put a lot of muscle behind that release. That's great. Saturn's Core. Love-hate relationship with Saturn's Core. Is this Tina? Holy shit, I think that's Tina being attacked by a demon. I believe that's Tina. I know Tina does a lot of these. Let me see. Oh, it is Tina. Oh, man, Tina's in it. I kind of had to get it. My pal Tina Kraus. We get 2 movies here, which is, I love when they do that. I think it's way better packaging. A way better benefit to the, the purchaser. Hayride Slaughter comes with a ton of special features, including a interview with Tina Kraus' Evil Angel photo shoot. There you go. That's fun. And a Tina Kraus fan club bumper. There's a whole bunch of Tina stuff here. That's great. Halloween Horrors audio commentary with Gary Whitson. Pumpkin Eyes segment from the Uncompleted Wave holiday themed feature starring Diana Leah. Okay, so you get a short film there. So 2 films, yeah, combined 150 minutes. Hey, that's awesome. It is directed by Gary Whitson, so hold on to your butts. He is the head of Wave Productions. In Hayride Slaughter, a series of murders has caused chaos at a popular Halloween haunted hayride attraction. A satanic black-cloaked killer is on the loose, baffling the local police as bodies continuously pile up with pentagrams crudely carved into their flesh. The owners hire renowned psychic investigator Desiree Vargas, Tina Kraus, and her partner Cliff to pose undercover at the attraction as a magic act. Will Desiree discover the identity of the killer in time, or wind up on the sacrificial altar of the nefarious demon Krotos? Well, I think we can tell that she ends up on the altar there, thanks to that poster. Shot on location at the actual Frightland Halloween attraction. That's awesome. They shot at a haunted. Oh, I love that. I love haunted houses. Halloween, Frightland Halloween attraction in Delaware. Crucial fall slasher vibes. Salacious full frontal nudity and mind melting rudimentary green screen VFX abound in waves. Most sought after and infamous features. In Halloween horrors, a pair of greedy sisters are kidnapped on Halloween night. Greedy. Okay. Night and held for ransom. With when their father fails to make the payoff in time, the girls are tortured and murdered in the kidnapper's harrowing dungeon of death. Or so it seems. Could one of the sisters possibly be in cahoots with their abductor in an attempt to reclaim an inheritance? Find out as Clancy McCauley and Terry Lewandowski star in Hallows Eve horror epic from the Halcyon mail order days of Wave production. I have a little sneak here. Hey, I have a guest. Hello. I'll be done in like 20 minutes. I'll be joined by my little bird today, or at least for half the show. Close the door, please, bud. Little master, please close the door. Thank you for the sound. I appreciate it. All right. There we go. I've got my little bird Mochi joining me for this. This is exciting. I mean, I'm a huge Tina fan, and she's a pal, and she's on. It's on hiatus right now, but she's my All the Colors of the Dork review show, and she's a wonderful human being, and wow, this is rough as hell. Let's not show too much. We don't want to give away all the goods. Wow, rough. But we are talking Wave Productions. I'm gonna keep my eye on this because it's actually something I would buy. And not because, Tina's naked on the cover, but because I love a good Halloween shot on video movie. I think that certainly floats my boat. Midlife Media says, when I saw following his acclaimed debut, Ham on Rye, I was instantly out. For Pepper's Comet. I haven't seen it, but I get what you mean. Griff says Hammond Rye was coming of age, right? The Comet one is totally different in my opinion. I haven't seen either, so I can't say. Evil Angel is a porno company. Is it that? Oh, okay. Is it really? Okay. So it looks like we get. Well, it looks like this photo shoot might be quite spicy then. Well, that's a little extra bonus there, a little spicy Halloween treat for those who are paying attention. Midlife Media says bought the shit out of Hayride Slaughter, plus 7 others. What else did you get? Let me know what else you got. I'm curious. Inn of the Damned, A Night of Fear from Umbrella Entertainment. You get. I didn't like Inn of the Damned. It's kind of a weird. It's more of a Australian Western, but not a very compelling one. I mean, that sounds cool, but it's not as good as it sounds. And it's long. I felt it was too long. I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. Night of Fear. I'm not familiar. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but it's one of those things where it could be anything. There's been so many Night of Fears. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Night of Fear, this groundbreaking homegrown creepfest, a deranged, reclusive hermit delights in dismembering unwary travelers and keeping company with a colony of rats fed on blood. When a young woman crashes into one of the madman's ghoulish road traps, so begins an unrelenting avalanche of terror. Okay, I think I have seen this. This is one of the first slashers or something. I think I have seen that movie. It's a girl who gets into a car accident and she gets. Yes, I have seen this. I'm gonna look it up on my letterbox real quick because if it's the one I'm thinking about, it's really damn good. And it's considered one of the first Australian horror movies or something like that. There was a whole thing. Night of Fear, Terry Bork. Did I see it? No, I haven't seen this. Oh, nope. This isn't the one I'm thinking of then. Never mind. Inn of the Damned. On a lonely stretch of road, deep in an isolated forest, lies an eerie, forgotten inn. Few travelers stop there now, and those that do disappear. Kincaid, an American bounty hunter, Alex Cord, in the film, is hired to unravel the inn's chilling secrets. He is soon confronted by its demented owners, obsessed with guarding the nightmarish truth within. It's not bad as a double feature. $30, $31. Region free Blu-ray. W.D. Griffith of Ozploitation, a visual essay on the career of filmmaker Terry Bork. Extended Not Quite Hollywood interviews. An episode of The Raiders. And an introduction by Terry Bork, as well as audio commentary on both films. And a booklet. Not a bad package, but Inn of the Damned I was pretty underwhelmed by. Where's the cover? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. I was pretty underwhelmed. I don't know. There's some good images in it, but personally, I wasn't blown away. And then we're coming up. Oh, wow. There's still so much. La guerre est finie. The war's over. Alain Renaud, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I'm butchering it. Yves Montand, beautiful black and white. I mean, this just kind of just speaks to me. I love this. I love black and white. I love the era of cinema. And quite a beautiful looking film. I don't know it, though, so it could be terrible. Oh, Geneviève Bujold is in the film as well. Excellent. 3 decades after the Spanish Civil War and Franco's fascist military coup, communist operator Diego juggles multiple identities as he continues his dangerous missions while reflecting on a life of political struggle. Though increasingly disillusioned, his determination to help a possibly captured comrade and chance encounter with impetuous student terrorist Geneviève Bujold keep his commitments to the cause alive. That sounds really interesting. Region A, short film, commentary, archival writings, and a trailer. This feels like it could be a potential Criterion release. I like it. This is one of those blind buys that I would 100% grab. I'm excited about that. I don't know if anyone else is grabbing it, but I'm excited about it. King Gore in the house, Head to Cop, Rabid Granny's Mother's Day, Mark of the Devil, debating on upgrading blood-sucking freaks. You demand, Chaos. What's up, buddy? You demand as well, dude. Yeah, blood-sucking freaks on 4K. That blew my mind. How insane is that? How insane is that? Ugh. Midlife says he grabbed defilers from last month. I still have to grab that. God Monster, you'll like that. Marfa Girl, Inn of the Damned, The Hayride Halloween, Magic Crystal, and the 2 new Melusine films. Nice. Let's take a look at Larry Clark's Marfa Girl 1 and 2. Is it actually 2 movies, or is it just... Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay. 3 hours combined. Marfa, Texas, I'm guessing. Marfa Girl, story centered on a directionless 16-year-old girl living in Marfa, Texas, and 16-year-old living in Marfa, and his relationship with his girlfriend, his neighbor, his teacher, a newly arrived local artist, and a local border patrol officer. Part 2, in the wake of a horrific tragedy, a family living in Marfa, Texas, tries to pull it together. The trauma fuels their boredom, disaffection, and desire to escape their small town lives. I'm in the minority. I'm not a giant Larry Clark fan. I appreciate what he does, but I didn't like Kids. What was the other one he did? Tart? Was it Tart? I'm not a big Larry Clark fan, honestly. But if you like Larry Clark and you haven't seen these, $28. Not a bad deal for 2 of his films. Then Tony Hawk movie. I should say not movie, but documentary on the game, I guess. The culture behind the game. I mean, everybody played the Tony Hawk games. I had a skateboard. I wouldn't say I was a skater, but everybody had a skateboard in the 80s and 90s. And I played the game a little bit. Wasn't a super fan of it or anything. The skateboarding industry was going through a major crisis in the early 90s, with popularity nosediving and the certainty of the skaters' livelihoods unknown. Making a living as a skater is not a good decision. But that was all about to change with the introduction of the X Games and the debut of one of the world's most influential video game franchises. In 1999, the video game Tony Hawk's Pro Skater shook the world when it sold 9 million copies upon release and changed the skateboarding scene forever, complementing the reboot of the beloved Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 games in 2020. Pretending I'm a Superman tells the story behind the game that changed lives and shaped a generation. 30 minutes of additional interview footage, concept art scans, Q&A session, and it's Region A. Let's see. It says it here. iTunes, YouTube, Prime Videos. You can get it anywhere for the most part. If you want a TBYB, it might even be on Tubi. Pretending I'm Superman. I think they're all selling fairly okay. Not one I'll be picking up, but I think maybe something maybe TC will pick up. He loves his Nintendo 64. He's the only kid I knew who had it. Psycho Paul's Film Festival. Wow. Oh, is this a movie? Oh, I thought it was like a collection of shorts. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh man. Wow. Hey, you too can get your film released on Blu-ray. VHS Hit Fest. A bloody, sadistically funny satire of cheap horror exploitation films. Psycho Paul, a sinister, egotistical filmmaker, introduces previews and scenes from his films as a tribute to himself. He believes that his films are the greatest and worst films ever made. Greatest and worst? Okay, Paul Van Dan Elzen sharpened his skills on the sets of some of Todd Sheets' classic SOV films before turning the camera on himself, his brother, and his mom, and making one of the most mind-melting, absurd movies ever released. Trust us, you have never seen another movie like this. VHS Hitfest is proud to present this mesmerizing outsider art epic for the first time ever on disc, complete with hours and hours of extras, for better or worse. 1990, 98 minutes, region free, introduction by Psycho Paul, audio commentary, archival, Todd Sheets and Paul Van Dan Elzen interview, new Todd Sheets interview, raw footage, and the making of the film, as well as an Easter egg, potentially means an extra movie. I'm going to pass on this one, but I can see how VHS Hitfest fans would really love it. Last two, Utopia and Decanologue. Squaring the Circle, the story of Hypnosis? Hypnosis. I'm guessing it's a band. Celebrating photographer, creative director, and filmmaker, celebrated, I should say, Anton Corbujin's first feature documentary, Squaring the Circle, tells the story of Storm Thorgerson and Aubrey Powell, the creative geniuses behind the iconic album art design studio Hypnosis. Oh, interesting. Okay. Responsible. So now we're doing documentaries on the cover art, people. Responsible for some of the most recognizable album covers of all time, including Dark Side of the Moon, Band on the Run. That's cool. They formed Hypnosis in Cambridge during the ferment of the 60s and became a rock royalty during the boom time of the 70s. They conjured into existence sights that no one had previously thought possible, produced visuals which popularized music that had previously been considered fringe, and were at the white-hot center of the maddest, funniest, most creative era in the history of popular music. During this period, record companies didn't dictate to acts like Peter Gabriel, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Paul McCartney what their LP covers should look like. Storm and Poe did. They made money, they lost money, they did great things, they did silly things, they fell out bitterly, they made up. They never played a note, but they changed music. Interesting. So it's a documentary on the guys who designed the iconic album covers. That's interesting. I don't know how many people would be. Well, I don't know. I mean, people who collect vinyl might be into it. The classic naked children butts cover. I don't know what that's from myself, but interesting. A very limited audience there, but I can see people really digging that. Lastly, the Ken Logg's The Taking. This looks like a Criterion cover to me. I have no idea. Is this about movies? Is this about Native Americans? Wow, it's a mystery. Okay. It's very mysterious. What is this about? 76-minute long. This illuminating essay uses film scenes to tell the forced cultural appropriation of a world-famous landscape. Monument Valley is one of the most recognizable landscapes in the world. Its iconographic use of American Westerns has had a lasting influence on stock photography, advertising, and tourism. The valley has been given a mystical significance as an image of a primitive West firmly in the hands of white people and meant to be protected from intruders. The fact that Monument Valley is traditional Navajo territory has been obscured in the process. A radical examination of Monument Valley's representation in cinema and advertising since John Ford's Stagecoach, The Taking, scrutinizes how a site located on sovereign Navajo land came to embody the fantasy of the Old West, replete with self-perpetuating falsehoods, and why it continues to hold mythic significance in the global psyche. Interesting. It feels more like an extra documentary you'd find on a 4K of Stagecoach than a movie sort of on its own, in my opinion. Region A, interview with the filmmaker, Super 8 montage footage of the valley, a short film by the director, as well as a booklet. A limited audience for this as well, but I think it's interesting enough that I would want to watch it, but I know that I'd need to have it on its own. I feel like that's like a special feature kind of thing. King Gore says, will this be the year VS finally drops Body Count? It would be a nice way to end the year. Well, we'll find out in November if that's one of the secret titles, but we shall see. That's definitely one that people are dying to get their hands on. We shall see. All right, at the end of the day, partner-wise, what would I be getting if I'm buying anything, which at the moment I'm not, but I'm going to keep my eye on Hayride Slaughter, really going fast, mainly because of the Tina Kraus element, I would imagine, and that incredible slipcover. 700 left. I'm going to keep my eye on that. I may have to pull the trigger on that one before the month is out. And I would have gotten God Monster if I didn't own it already. And La Guerre et Fini is definitely one I want. I'll keep my eye on that one as well. See if it disappears before time is done. I'm getting the high sign. Hold on. We are going to a birthday party today. And I already bought the present. I'm just telling her no, not to. You don't need to grab another one. All right. So, and again, Canadian International Pictures has leveled up to the 4K. Really nice slipcover. Is the movie satisfying? It remains to be seen. I hope those who take a chance on it really love it. I'm going to try and look for it on Amazon, see if there's a way to, rent it and give it a shot. A fair shot. And the best month Vinegar Syndrome's ever had? Who knows? I won't go that far. But certainly in 2023, October's a knockout. I mean, it is a knockout. Mark of the Devil, Mother's Day, Bloodsucking Freaks, Rabid Grannies, Magic Crystal looks like it's going to be dumb fun. I even want the Flash trilogy. And I even want I wanted the shirt if it didn't have pubes on it. They love their fucking pubes, man. Anyway. Best month of 2023. Hands friggin' down. Let's take a really quick look at the Meloscene site. Looks like that's over here as well. You get the Marilyn Jess hardcover book. You get Halstead plays himself. I believe that is gay porn, if I'm not mistaken. And then Joy from Quality X. What year is this from? 1979. Hey, the year I was born. And it's about lady rapists. That's a movie. That's a movie, all right. Sharon Mitchell. Sharon Mitchell from Maniac. That's what I thought it was. That's kind of crazy. Is this an adult film or is this just like a sex, sexploitation? I don't know. Can't tell. I think it is. I mean, nudity is one thing, right? But yeah, I don't know. After virginal teenie Bobber Joy is assaulted by a trio of burglars, she finds herself in an unexpected predicament. She wants more. Unsatisfied by her prudish and inexperienced boyfriend, Joy sits out across Manhattan to seduce any and every man she can find, while unwittingly setting into motion a wave of female sexual liberation that sends the entire city of New York into an orgiastic frenzy. With pleasure way up and crime way down, everyone is happy, except of course for the NYPD and stuck-up Lieutenant Hancock, who becomes increasingly concerned that all the carefree sex goings-on will put him out of a job. It says, a patently bizarre mix of raucous sex comedy and thoughtful commentary on contemporary mores. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's on Meloscene, but I don't know if anybody knows. Let me know if this is like a straight up like rated X hardcore movie, or is it just sexploitation? Either way, that'll do. That'll do for October, the last month of really full announcements here from Vinegar Syndrome. It is intriguing to say the least. It's certainly my favorite month. What will I eventually be picking up? I'll eventually grab Mark of the Devil, Mother's Day, Rabid Grannies, Flesh Trilogy, and Bloodsucking Freaks. You know, if it doesn't sell out, I don't even know. I probably won't. That's too crazy. But at the same time, how insane is it to have that on 4K? I almost feel like you kind of need that. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence overall. Anyway, friends, let's call it a day. Thank you for joining me. Remember, my film, The Exorcist, is on VOD right now. It's on Redbox streaming. It's on Vudu. It will be on Amazon Prime. I don't know why the fuck it's not on Amazon Prime yet, but it will eventually be there. I'll let you know as soon as it's up. Limited theaters for the rest of this week, which I'm going to try and get the listing of the theaters, and I'll put that up on the community tab if you guys are interested in checking that out in theaters. We certainly shot it in nice big, it looks amazing in theaters, nice big widescreen, and I'm very happy with it. And fingers crossed we can get a physical release down the line for those of you who prefer a physical release. And it's unfortunate that's stopping people from watching the movie. So hard to get a movie in front of people who aren't interested in streaming. But I get it. Anyway, my friends, take care. Tony, take care, my friend. Sorry you couldn't join me today. And I hope you're well. See ya when I see ya. Who knows when that will be? Because life is complicated. My friends, I love you very much. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We only have one life. Let's make it count as best as possible. Today, tomorrow, and the day after, make sure you do something that when you go to bed, you feel like I made the world at least a little brighter than it was before.
Yeah. Y'all ready for this?